Our first award this afternoon is the Deal of the Year Award, sponsored by Canaccord Genuity. Please welcome Jamie Brown, Managing Director, Head of Investment Banking, Western Canada, to present this award. Jamie.
Thanks, Wendy. It's great to be back as a presenting sponsor of the LSBC Gala Awards. As a leading independent investment bank and a top 10 global equity underwriter, we're delighted to support BC's vibrant life sciences community. Our firm was proudly founded and remains headquartered here in Vancouver, but now operates all across Canada, US, UK, Europe, Middle East, Australia, and Asia with 2,300 employees and over $2 billion in annual revenues. We have built a firm on growth and innovation. I'm happy to say our life science practice group has been a key driver of our recent capital market success. With a dedicated team of life science professionals in Vancouver, Toronto, New York, Boston, San Francisco, our cross-border presence has culminated in a total of 316 finances in the last decade. And year to date, 2021, we've raised over $1.5 billion in equity, including book runner roles on a half a dozen NASDAQ IPOs. We've also had extensive experience with advisory assignments, having acted on over $500 million worth of biotech transactions alone in the last year. Indeed, we like to be at the forefront of everything in therapeutics and genetics, novel drug development, and groundbreaking medical devices, all made even better when the success is in our own backyard. So big thank you to Life Science BC and all the sponsors for the superb showcase of BC's best in this critical industry. The Deal of the Year of the award isn't just about a big financial win. It honors the province's most significant life sciences deal, a deal that has demonstrated excellence in mergers, acquisitions, transaction or collaborations, and has leveraged an opportunity to accelerate the corporate goals and visions of the company. The award honors an individual or an organization that over the last 12 months has positively impacted the life sciences sector in British Columbia. Organizations eligible to win this award include, but are not limited to, the areas of law, finance, accounting, economic development, incubation, clinical research, and consulting. And I dare to say it's fitting for Canaccord Genuity to present this award, as we were lucky enough to be involved in the initial capital formation of this winner of the Deal of the Year Award, Aurinia Pharmaceuticals. Aurinia is a fully integrated biopharmaceutical company focused on delivering therapies to treat targeted patient populations that are impacted by serious diseases with a high unmet medical need. The company's global headquarters are in Victoria, British Columbia, with a commercial hub in Rockville, Maryland. The company's oral therapy is now available to treat patients in the United States. And the company's collaboration license agreement with Otsuka Pharmaceutical gives treatment hope to patients with autoimmune disease, lupus nephritis. Approved in January this year by the FDA, the oral therapy is safe and effective for one of the most serious complications of SLE. Now let's watch our award winners' video describing their journey in their own words.
Aurinia is a company that's primarily focused on less common autoimmune and renal diseases. Our core area of focus right now, we've recently received approval for a drug called LUPKYNIS for the treatment of lupus nephritis. 30 years ago, lupus nephritis was treated by a drug called cyclophosphamide, which some of you may be familiar with. And cyclophosphamide is a very toxic oncology drug that is basically a cytotoxic agent. 90% of these patients with lupus and lupus nephritis are women, and cyclophosphamide is known to cause infertility in these patients. So a major advance forward is getting rid of cyclophosphamide in this lupus nephritis treatment paradigm and replacing it with a multi-targeted therapy. For Aurinia, I would say, as the team has expanded from, at the start, 3 of us to now over 300 people, I would say the most crowning achievement is our January 22nd approval of LUPKYNIS for the treatment of lupus nephritis. There will be tens of thousands of patients that will be helped by this drug long term. This cluster is world class, and people are noticing that more and more. And we're committed to staying here. I think that Aurinia can really be an anchor company. A lot of experienced management that has come here from all over the world. We can act as mentors and just provide that core growth and core support mindset for the local biotech sector. You know, we do things in business and in science, and you can't make major innovations one without the other. 30 years ago, QLT was it, right? And they were almost the only game in town. And the number of entrepreneurs that launched themselves out of that organization is mind-boggling. And the number of names out there that have supported the sector over time. And now we're even in a better spot. You'll see in the near future that we'll close a number of earlier stage deals to build our pipeline and keep investing locally and hiring people locally. And I can see nothing but growth for Aurinia long term, and we'll be proud supporters of the local life sciences cluster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Martin of Aurinia Pharmaceuticals.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Almost a decade ago, with us visiting the offices in Vancouver, trying to figure out how we were going to fix and rebuild. So, you know, I remember those conversations and those lunches. So thank you very much to Canaccord in the early days, especially. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Life Sciences BC and the selection committee for choosing Aurinia and the Otsuka deal as deal of the year. Thank you very much. I also want to take this opportunity. I'm sure somebody else will take this opportunity as well, but just to really thank those people behind the scenes of this event and this organization. Of course, Wendy, William, Ryan, Amanda, Peter, Tim, Steve, thank you very much for all that you do. It does not go unrecognized. And last but not least, with particular thanks to Ferris for sponsoring this event and sponsoring the awards. Thank you very much. I'd also like to add in receiving this award, you know, something that most of you already know is that business development and licensing and M&As, it's not a person that does it. It's not a company that does it. It's really a village that does it. And it's really, really important that everybody has the oars in the water and are pulling in the same direction to get a deal done. And when you have that, and when you have supportive leadership, deals can get done. And I mentioned not only the Otsuka deal, but what we call internally as the Riptide deal and the Thunderbolt deal to build out our company's corporate pipeline, which will really be the future of the organization. And so in saying that, it's not a person, but a village, I would like to thank our entire internal BDRC, which is short for Business Development Review Committee. I won't name all the folks, but again, it is a village. And seeing as how I have just won an award and I've been in this business for over 25 years, my mother always told me, don't ever forget where you came from. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to impart a little bit of wisdom with regards to my experience in business development and licensing over the last couple of decades. To those younger folks that are out there in business development and licensing and trying to do deals, I just don't want you to worry about the length of your deal sheet or the number of deals you have on that deal sheet. What's really, really important is those deals that you don't do or you don't get across the line to a signature. Those are often the deals that you learn the most from. And so that's just my message to the next generation of deal makers. Keep plugging away, working hard, and just keep learning. So thank you again to everybody for this event, and thank you very much for the award. Really appreciate it. Thank you.